So here we are. I start off with the Babyliss Pro FX lever fully closed, and I'm creating my first zero guideline. So the zero guideline doesn't have to be super straight. Just make sure that it's some sort of even across your entire head. You can do it by portions, or you can do half at a time. So here I have the Babyliss Pro FX lever fully open, and I'm creating that first guideline. Next, what I want to do is I want to take most of the bulk from the top of my head on the sides. So I have the number 3 guard lever fully open to help out remove the bulk. So you necessarily don't have to move the lever as I'm doing it here. In increments, you can go from lever open with the guard to fully closed. But since I have thicker hair, I want to remove that bulk. So here I have the number 2 guard lever fully open, and I'm starting to blend out that side right below where I finished off with the number 3 guard fully closed. So like I said, lever movement will be a lot of the fading. That's where the fading comes a lot. Just move it in increments and quarters. I go from 2 open and 2, and then the lever a little bit closed to start closing it little by little and going lower to achieve that better blend. So here I'm actually using the Wall 1919s. I have the 1.5 guard fully open, and I'm hitting the line right below where I stopped with the 2 fully closed, so I can get that blend. Make sure you use the flick out movement. That way you don't create a harsh line when you're going up with the clippers. So yeah, make sure you use the flick out motion. I will be saying that a lot throughout this video. As you saw, I ended up closing the lever a little bit more and hitting the spot right below I hit before with the lever halfway open. Right here I have the number 1 guard, and I will be hitting that line right below the 1.5 guard closed. So you're going to be going top to bottom. Every time you move the lever, try to hit that spot you hit before, but a little bit lower. And once again, make sure you use the flick out motion to help you out creating that better blend. So I move the lever, I close the lever a little bit, and I'm hitting that line right below that. You don't want to go higher than that, because then you will start creating a much lighter area way above that line you just created. So now I have the lever fully closed with the number 1 guard, and I'm hitting it again with the flick out motion right below that line I was just hitting it with the lever halfway open. Next up, I have the half guard in the wall system, and this will actually start removing that no guard lever fully open that we did at the beginning. Once you start closing the lever on the half guard, you'll start seeing that line starting to fade away. And once again, like always, use the flick out motion. You can see me here using the corner of the clippers, just because I don't want to go in a straight line where there's spots that I can just hit with the corners. That'll help you not go further up than you need to, and you can focus your attention on the spots that you need to hit the most. So again, to achieve good fades, you'll start high with the guard, and start opening and start closing the lever and go lower at a time. So here I went back with the Babyliss Pro FX, and I have the lever fully open with no guard, and I'm hitting that line that I created, going up about 3/4 of an inch where I stopped that burst, creating that burst guideline with the clippers. So then I close the lever just a bit, I would say about a quarter, and start hitting the line right before the one I just created. Well, it's not really a line created, it's just hitting that spot you just hit with the lever fully open. So here I'm about halfway closed on the clippers, and I'm hitting just right below, maybe going up about a quarter of the beginning of that line. Little by little, you start seeing that zero line start to fade away. Now I bring in the Babyliss Pro FX skeleton trimmers, and you don't necessarily have to do this part, but I do like my hair to be the size to be skin, so I'm trying to remove a lot of that, none of those hairs that my clippers couldn't hit, and I want to get as close to skin as possible. Here I'm using the trimmers at an angle, just trying to hit that line right there that I see behind my head. Here I have the Andis foil shavers. I'm trying to just remove all that hair, make it go to skin. I like to use this better than the razor because it creates a softer and cleaner shave. Alright guys, so here's the results of my fade. I did end up going back and just cleaning up some spots that I did miss or that I saw with different lighting. So yeah, if you're using one source of light, just make sure turn on go to another room and use different lighting, and that'll show you areas that you might have skipped or needs lightening or better blending. So I did go back and fix some areas, but if you follow these steps, you'll get a good blend.